All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kadash, double honors to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to get into this topic right here. It's U.S. stocks rise, dollar falls as stimulus hopes revive. And this is the basically the soon to be, or whenever it does happen, the crash of the dollar, because everything is going to digital now. And then this is all part of the agenda anyways, that we've been out there telling these people for years. And now this all over media now. So I'm just jump right into it. It says the US I can never pronounce that word, equities rallied on Tuesday, fed by investor optimism that a deal will be reached in Washington to provide a new relief measures and help the U.S. economy withstand the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. And we had a stimulus check, I think around, I don't remember, I think May or June, I think June or July, and they were just giving, I think, everybody in the U.S. a bunch of stimulus check. And they kept talking about, ever since after that one, they kept talking about another stimulus check for people, which no one's received. And this is probably why, because of the dollar is collapsing. So it says gold edge higher and the dollar weakened as hopes for a U.S. Coronavirus aid package ahead of the presidential election boosted bullions. I guess they're supposed to say billions. Appeal as an inflation hedge. So the more they pump this money out, the more this going to the value of the dollar weakens to the point it's not going to be worth anything. So this is what it's going to lead to. This is Ecclesiastes, so like 12:4. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." So with this whole comedy getting this money, it's going to lead to an economic close. That's all this is going to lead to. Everything's going to be shut down, which has already been happening. Let's not forget, when this whole virus hit, it was already shutting down a lot of places. Shutting down more at places. Jobs even. It's hard to find jobs out here now. And this is what's happening. The dollar is not holding up its value. So it's actually crashing itself. So I'm going to keep reading on this, because this is going to lead to everybody being upset, angry, more riots. Not just riots of Black Lives Matter. I'm talking about actual riots when people can't actually go into the stores to get what they need, because their children gotta eat. They gotta eat. May not be able to go into certain places that have particularly what you need at that moment. It'd be the only place that has it. That's going to cause a whole nother type of riot. It says President Trump on Tuesday pushed for a comprehensive COVID-19 relief package, saying he would accept a deal worth more than 2.2 trillion despite opposition to large spending measures among his fellow Republicans in the U.S. Senate. Trump spoke as talks between House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin approached a Tuesday deadline for reaching the bipartisan deal that could pass Congress before election day on November 3rd. And today is October 22nd. So we can see we can see what's going to happen through there. It says, I think there's still that belief that stimulus is going to happen. And that's what a lot of people was thinking. Everybody was having that belief of a second stimulus that was supposed to happen, quote unquote, on August. Didn't happen. People was saying it was going to happen on September because it was online. Didn't happen. They were saying the same thing now. Didn't happen. There's still a hope for it for people, but y'all don't realize, and it's good that y'all don't realize that it's just crashing the economy, because that's a good thing. That just means we're one step out of this place. So this is Isaiah 24:11. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And we already seeing it. People in a disarray because of the state of this place. You got stores shutting down, businesses are closing, people are at home because they can't work, children are at home because they can't go to school. What was it? Food places, restaurants closing down. Everybody's in uproar. So you got other riots happening, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, some other riots. You name it. This place has it all right now. This place is in a state of confusion more than it already was confused. I'm gonna keep reading. It says, "In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction." And that's going to actually happen when the Lord comes back and ultimately destroy this place because of what's going on. There's no peace in this place. Everybody talking about they love this land, and it's just like, what's the love about it? The fact that you can keep doing your wickedness. In your wickedness, do you not see what the cost of the repercussions is? The simple fact that you gotta be careful of people in general, because you don't know who's the next madman that could come up if it fuck you up. You always gotta keep being aware of your surroundings to make sure no one does anything. Then you got the one thing y'all people like to combat against is the police, because y'all don't know how to actually play the hand right. Then you might have stress dealing with your boss at your job if you're working. Then you got bills. I could name a whole list of things. But this is why this place needs to be destroyed, because no one's actually happy here. People claiming they love this place, but no one's actually happy. Everybody's stressed. Everybody worried about this, and that. When in the land, in the kingdom of heaven, you won't have to worry about a damn thing. Well, at least not well, technically everybody, because even Esau won't have to worry about anything. Because guess what? He'll know there's really nowhere to run. He's gonna have no choice but to accept this fate, and that's why this place needs to be destroyed. This is actually, yeah, that was pretty much it on that. Yeah, so that was pretty much it on that one. So I'm gonna get this final scripture right here. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." So Esau does these things. He's on purposely crashing this market, or at least soon to be, because he needs that new world order to come into play. So it says, actually, I'm gonna read this part right here. It says European stocks fell as worries about coronavirus curbs and Brexit countered optimism generated by strong earnings, including from Swiss bank UBS. So with the dollar crashing, that this place is a big import and export place. So without any currency running through this place, that means other businesses from even foreign countries, from people that coming from other foreign countries, is going out of business. While this is a whole economic collapse. So I'm gonna reread this one more time. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity." So yes, this death upon this place and upon Esau for all the iniquity that's been put upon here. You took the land of the natives. I'm gonna say natives because it's not Native Americans, because this was their land before that. But you took the land of the natives and turned it into an abomination, a place that was actually in a healthy condition. This is what you turned it into, and this is why you need to be destroyed, because you go into other countries, other lands, which you already been doing, and polluted. Just like see, I could give you a whole list of places. You have your hand in every land you could think of, and this is why you need to be destroyed. So with this whole I pray for this whole collapse to happen soon. If it doesn't, then it was by the Lord's will. It didn't happen, but eventually it will, and that's what matters. Eventually it will. This is one step closer. So, Lord, when this was edifying, with that, shalom.